Mackenzie Boyd is very concerned about Charity Dingle in Emmerdale, having no idea what she is secretly dealing with. Charity was sexually assaulted by Dr. Caitlin Todd a few days earlier. Soon after the incident, she went to the authorities and had to go through a medical examination, along with police questioning to help gather evidence. Dr. Todd was questioned by DS Reed the following day, where she maintained that the encounter was consensual. She was released, and DS Reed later visited Charity at home to give her an update. The officer explained that because Caitlin is insisting the situation was mutual, and the medical results did not clearly support Charity's account, there is insufficient evidence to proceed. Caitlin has since left the village after taking up a new position in Sheffield. Feeling abandoned by the police process, Charity is left to cope with the emotional aftermath alone. It is Moses' birthday in the latest episode of the ITV soap, but Charity struggles to take part in any celebration for her son due to her emotional state. While Mackenzie is out shopping, Charity is left alone and becomes overwhelmed by her trauma. When he returns, he notices that she has been crying. She tries to comfort him by saying he has done nothing wrong, but she does not fully explain what is upsetting her. Mackenzie later expresses concern to Ross Barton, but Ross is more focused on his own issues involving baby Layla. Mac eventually turns to Vanessa for support, and later suggests to Charity that she may be experiencing post-natal depression. At this point, Charity becomes very withdrawn. She neither confirms nor denies what Mackenzie suggests. Later that evening, Mac finds her sitting alone on the sofa. She tells him she will contact Manpreet to arrange an appointment, and Mackenzie sees this as a hopeful step. In upcoming scenes, Manpreet prescribes medication for PND, but this leaves Charity feeling even more overwhelmed, as it adds another layer of pressure and secrecy to her situation. Charity then learns that Mackenzie has spoken to Sarah Sugden about her mental health. Unable to cope, she turns to wine and sleeping tablets. In a heartbreaking twist, Sarah begins to blame herself for Charity's struggles, believing they stem from her being Sarah's surrogate, and that everything is her fault. Charity tries to reassure her that this is not true, and that there is much more going on, but she is unable to fully explain the situation, which only deepens Sarah's distress. Mac is left comforting Sarah as she breaks down in tears, believing she is responsible for Charity's condition. How long will Charity be able to keep this secret hidden? Emmerdale favourite Graham Foster has quickly settled back into village life after his dramatic return in January. As long-time viewers will remember, the character was presumed dead in 2020 before making a shock comeback during a special soap crossover event with Coronation Street. His return is connected to the arrival of Weatherfield newcomer Jodie Ramsey, the long-lost sister of Shona Platt. Joe Tate was left astonished to discover that his former mentor was still alive, and the pair are now living together at Home Farm. Since coming back, Graham has attempted to rekindle his relationship with Rona Goskirk and has also begun a brief romance with Kim Tate. More recently, viewers have seen a softer side to him as he supports troubled teenager Kyle Winchester, following issues surrounding Kyle's father and his health struggles. Discussing his unexpected comeback, the actor behind Graham admitted he never imagined returning to the role, though he always felt the character could potentially reappear one day. He also revealed that keeping his return secret was difficult, explaining that only a small circle of people were aware before it aired. Among his family is his sister, Victoria Scarborough, who is also a well-known actress in her own right. She has appeared in a wide range of television dramas, including The Royal, Birds of a Feather, Holby City, Silent Witness, Where the Heart Is, and Heartbeat. Bradley Riches, who appears in Emmerdale, has received widespread support after opening up about his deeply personal 7-year journey while celebrating the release of his new book. He joined the soap last year as Lewis Barton, the son of Emma Barton and Kev Townsend. Since arriving in the village, Lewis has developed a close bond with his brother Ross Barton, while also forming a romantic connection with Vinnie Dingle. Lewis is notable for being Emmerdale's first neurodivergent character and Bradley has spoken honestly about living with autism and why authentic representation on screen matters so much to him. He has previously said that portraying an autistic character feels especially meaningful, as it allows him to bring his true self to the role without feeling the need to hide or mask parts of who he is. In interviews, Bradley has reflected on his diagnosis, identity, and experiences in the public eye, often emphasizing a message of self-acceptance and reassurance for others who may feel different. He has also shared that seeing autism represented on television would have made a significant difference to him growing up, helping him feel less alone and more understood during his teenage years. As his book achieved bestseller success, Bradley posted openly on social media about his mental health journey, encouraging others not to give up even when life takes unexpected turns. His message was met with strong support from colleagues on Emmerdale, including Beth Cordingley, Michelle Hardwick, and Eden Taylor-Draper, who showed their encouragement online. Bradley originally auditioned for a different part after attending a meeting in Leeds, but scheduling issues initially made it seem like the opportunity had been lost. However, he was later invited back for another audition and a chemistry test with Michael Parr, which ultimately led to him being cast as Lewis. Reflecting on landing the role, he has said it felt like the character suited him perfectly and that everything fell into place naturally. A well-known former Coronation Street star has spoken out after taking on a surprising role in an issue-led storyline on Emmerdale, where she appears in Charity Dingle's deeply emotional sexual assault plot. The actress, remembered for her role as Emma Taylor during her early 2000s stint on Coronation Street, has now joined Emmerdale as part of the aftermath of Charity's rape at the hands of Dr. Todd. In the storyline, Dr. Todd had been blackmailing Charity for some time, threatening to expose the truth about baby Layla's parentage before the situation escalated into the assault. In interviews, Bradley has reflected on his diagnosis, identity, and experiences in the public eye, often emphasizing a message of self-acceptance and reassurance for others who may feel different. He has also shared that seeing autism represented on television would have made a significant difference to him growing up, helping him feel less alone and more understood during his teenage years. As Charity makes the decision to report what happened, she is interviewed by D.S. Reed, the detective handling the case. After the episode aired, the actress took to Instagram to praise the storyline, highlighting its sensitive handling and powerful direction. Emmerdale is broadcast on ITV1 every weekday evening at 8 p.m, and viewers can also watch episodes earlier from 7 a.m. via ITVX and YouTube.